All right, it's okay.
Yeah, I got the notification.
All right. Hey, shalawam, shalawam.
Shalawam.
Hey, first and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, glory to
To
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Hey, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who ruled well, taught us his truth, peace, much love, and salutations to those for elect. All right, it's the Great Millstone Nashville brothers. Back at you again, another new moon lesson. Okay, Sabbath lesson, if you will. The Lord's will this be edifying to the elect, and whoever got it, we'll just hop right into it.
All right. Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 2, and starting at verse 10, it says, "What? I'll
Go ahead. Go ahead. Wherever you want to start.
Yeah, right. You might just. I'm just starting at the top.
All right.
Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right. Prepare your soul for temptation. Okay. We have to understand coming into this thing, if you're going to that scripture, he that departed from evil making himself a prey. So simply put, if you're going to do that, you will be, held accountable for certain shit. You're going to be put through certain situations. All right. And you have to be ready for that. Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
All right. Constantly endure. Okay. Make not haste in the time of trouble. Go ahead.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Yeah. Now we don't rejoice over, ailments, bodily ailments. I'm glad I fucked my leg up. Let's go. Or being broke. But we have to understand that these are things that has to happen, man. And this is part of us being built up in the spirit. Okay. Also to that ladder, and be patient when there are change to a lower state. We don't need to pray for the spirit, or we don't need to pray for things that just stop happening to us. We need to pray for the spirit to endure the things that are going to happen to us.
Right.
Okay. Once again, it told you, prepare yourself for temptation. Why are you coming into this truth and expecting anything else outside of that? You're going to get fucked up, and it's going to happen multiple occasions. What are you going to do? Go ahead.
Hebrews 12:8.
That's what it is.
If ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons.
Yeah, everybody's going through shit. Okay. But the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, hey, we're going to go through hell, man. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, we're catching it before, we're going to go, we got to go through Jacob's trouble too, but that's going to be judgment for the nation of Israel, man. Whereas we're going to be brought, brought through it. Okay? And you should be concerned if you're not getting chastised. That means the Most High is not dealing with you. When things start to seem like it's going too good, it always has to be something. You have to be ready for something. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to read down to verse 11.
Okay.
Hebrews 12:9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Mm-hmm.
For they verified for a few days chastised us after chastised us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness.
Right, and this is all for our profit, so that we can be, as the scriptures say, joint heirs with Yahushua, man. Okay? But we have to understand, we have to go through the things that Yahushua went through, and it's not even on that type of level. It's a light affliction. We don't have to go through the verbatim of what Yahushua went through, but it's the same thing. The humiliation, you know what I'm saying? People talking down about you. And eventually, it's gonna get to that point where they're gonna try to set your ass up to be killed. You know, hey, we have to be prepared to go through those things, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm continuing on. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. Now no chastising for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceful fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Yep. Like we stated, man. At that time, it's not joyous. It doesn't feel good, but we know it's about the end result. The brothers we was just talking about, but even with the gym, when you go to the gym, your ass gonna be sore as hell, but you looking to get those gains that you keep talking about. You gotta go through that pain. You gotta go through that fire. You gotta go through the hurt, okay, to get that six pack, to get that body that you're striving to achieve, man. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
I got the NLT for Hebrews 12 and 11.
Yeah.
And it says, no discipline is enjoyable while it is happening. It's painful. But afterward, there will be a peaceful harvest of a right living for those who are trained in this way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Peaceful harvest. We're gonna reap the benefits of our labor in due time. All right, through the sufferings and the pain, and the tribulations that we're going through right now. Okay. You were gonna say something, or that was it?
No,
I got the definition real quick for chastisement.
Mm-hmm.
This is on dictionary.com. Chastisement, severe criticism, a rebuke or strong, I think it's a reprimand. It's like reprimand.
Reprimand.
Reprimand. I think it's reprimand. Reprimand.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm trying to look this up.
You got something?
And we gotta make sure we maintain discipline too. Law, you got something?
Yeah, I got Romans 8 and 18. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us."
Right. Not you can't compare those things, man. We're doing this for eternal life. That right there is enough. Okay, not to mention the riches and the power, and the fame that we're gonna receive on the earth. Man, we're doing this for eternal life. To be able to be in the presence of Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Constantly sipping wine with Yahweh Shai. These are things, when you meditate and you think upon, these are things that are worth, it makes all this worth it. All worth the while, man. That's why we take it on the chin when we get fucked up or when our body is messed up. I constantly bring up Micah 7 and 9. You know what I'm saying? Bearing the indignation of the Lord because we have sinned against him. So that's another thing too. You gotta understand, we fucked up. So we're seeking the Most High 10 times more. But that don't mean your ass ain't still finna be, or that don't mean you're not finna be corrected. Especially coming into the true doctrine. You know what I'm saying? You gonna really catch some hell, man. You can go to IUIC and prosper like a hoe. But you come to Great Millstone, you know what I'm saying? Or fall under the suit of the doctrine. Hey man, it's not gonna be no walk in the park. You can't say what you want to say. You can't do what you want to do. There's gonna be a standard that's set, and there's gonna be something. If you're not able to uphold it, there's plenty of can't. Go ahead if you wasn't finished.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Okay.
I got one more Salakia. This Romans 15 and let me see. 14. No, let me see. Sloppy. Yeah, it says Romans 15 and 14. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Mm-hmm. Where
That's
you at?
plain. Romans 15 and 4.
Oh, 4. Okay, damn. Shalaki. Yeah, like you said, that's plain. We're supposed to seek out the old paths. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? The ways that are capable of bringing you back into life. You know, the new paths that are set up in this current captivity or current society, same thing. In Babylon the Great, they're going to lead you to destruction. Okay, they're going to lead you to death. This place is pushed on, or is based upon not putting your trust in Yahweh Shai, putting your trust in the science. Okay, trusting men. All
And,
right.
and then I want to add to that too is that it says that for whatsoever things were written aforetime. What were certain things that was written aforetime? For instance, the book of Job. Look at what Job went through.
Mm-hmm.
He called it hell. Look at various other men of the Lord. Look at what they went through. So
Mm-hmm.
that's documented, so we can look back and say, okay, hey, they went through this. How much more we gonna go through, and the Lord was with them. The Lord was he got them through that. How much more of us? And then on top of that, we know that in the times to come, not every brother's gonna be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
It's some that will not taste death since they birth. It's some that's gonna have spiritual powers. Whether you throwing niggas or where you healing brothers, what difference does it matter? You need to be in this to win this to receive that crown. Because look, at the end of the day, Lord will we all those men that would be up in the chariots, giving reverence unto the Lord, standing on the sea of glass, looking at Babylon the Great be destroyed and be crowned. We all going to receive the same crown. The Lord ain't gonna say, okay, you was throwing brothers, you was healing brothers, you gonna get a bigger crown, smaller. No. We're
Yeah.
all gonna have the same crown. The only person that's gonna have the big crowns is Yahweh and Yahweh Shah.
Right. And
That's
if I
it.
may add, I'm gonna use a worldly comparison real quick because like you said, there's truth. We gotta work, but compare it to the world, not the truth to the world, but use an example for the world. When you want a nice car or you want a nice house, what do you got to do? You got to work for that. You can't just simply just snap your fingers and there's your house. So people who have these luxury homes or even a small home or an apartment, what do? They worked for it. They didn't just sit around eating a bag of chips and then they got the apartment. No, they worked and they grinded for it. And that's how we have to do with this truth. You want that crown, you got to work, you got to grind. If you don't work, you don't eat. You know.
Yep.
But I got some. If you guys don't mind, was that it on that way?
Yes.
Okay, come on. I'm gonna grab this real quick. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17, read down to 18. For our light affliction, which is for a moment. So all the things we're going through, the curses, us catching hell, all that is for a moment. And really, all this is really in us catching hell is strengthening us. It's strengthening us, man. It says, "Worketh for us as far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal. Things that we're going through are temporary. This society is temporary. But the things which are not seen are eternal. We haven't seen Yahweh Shai, we haven't seen the kingdom yet, but when we get it, it's going to be eternal. That's what's going to last long. That's not temporal. All right? That was it on that.
Go ahead, Malachi.
I got a quick one. Sirach 51 and 30. Work your work B times, and in his time he will give you your reward.
Yep. You got it.
Basically, like brothers are going into the crown, you got to put in the work. But the difference between a 9 to 5 and this, there is no 5 o'clock. Get off when the fuck you're done. Because there are jobs like that too. I got snared into one of those. They said get off at 9 or when it's done. I didn't get off at 9 like one fucking time. I was there
Yep.
like 11, 12. And that's the same thing with this truth. The Lord didn't give you a date. He just told you you can work for me, invest and sacrifice yourself for the greatest reward of all time, or you can continue to be a nigga and be destroyed. But either way, what I'm telling you is going to come true.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing too, because with this is a like we did a lesson on it, about this being our career now. It's a lifelong thing, and the scripture speak about if you die in the truth, your works are gonna follow you. If you die as an electrician, nigga, you were just an electrician.
Right.
Your family ain't really too set up, going on from there. They might have an insurance policy and some money and shit like that, but you know, your kids could fuck that off in a year. You know what I'm saying? But this, nobody can tarnish these works, if you will. They're going to follow you, and you will be set up on a very high level when that time comes, man. When your house shot is sent.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 2 and verse 5. Our gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Acceptable, but not hoe ass niggas.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Believe in him, and he will help thee.
Mm-hmm.
Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Which that's the Hebrews 11 and 6.
Yep.
Without faith, it's impossible to please him because you got to believe that he's going to reward you for what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It says, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look, verse 10, look at
Yeah,
the
because too, man, that's another thing too. We gotta get out the woe is me spirit too, man.
Yeah.
Great things are coming for us. It ain't just about clocking in and man, fuck, I gotta, like pushing that vibration amongst other brothers, man. It's like, bro, chill. We all doing the exact same shit. Everybody has to clock in. Let's talk about the kingdom. Let's talk about your house shy. Let's talk about what we're gonna do for the first 5,000 years. Something positive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even on this side, speak positive things, man. This truth allows us to operate on a very high vibration.
Right.
Higher than any other nigga in the earth. So they're not able to do things that we're able to do through the spirit. Now we have the knowledge to go to the job and get a promotion. Become a manager and get your fucking money up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's scriptures on that, how to deal with, so on and so forth. This is literally a book of life, how to operate and maneuver around life, man.
This Bible is a how-to guide.
Yeah. Brother, I say it's bigger than cussing out Esau, you know, and Eve.
Right.
Man, go establish something for yourself through the spirit, man. But go ahead.
I got this Micah 7 and 9.
Yep.
I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness.
Most High didn't command you niggas to go off. He didn't command anybody to go off. He has no need for the sinful man. We went the hell off. Now we suffering the consequences, and Jake don't want to. Tough titty, bro.
Right.
Like I said, this is just part of what we have to go through. We have to understand that until he pleads our cause, man. But hey, through the spirit, hey, we see it. We see the end of our captivity, man. We know this bitch ain't got but much longer. Okay, so hey, we're rejoicing in that. The Most High didn't forget about us. That's the number one thing.
Yep.
You know.
I got some. Was
Yeah.
that on that, Malachi?
But I want to say, too, like, because well, obviously the scriptures talk about complaining. You're gonna complain righteously, but don't bitch.
Yeah,
Nobody's
Yeah.
trying to do that shit. You know, especially not the Lord. Lord, my elbow. You think I don't know that? I did that to you. And the Lord's looking at you like my nation. Look at my nation. Fuck your elbow. The hell?
yeah.
Now you know how I feel. In pain, tired, irritated. That's how he feels every day.
That's why.
So
That's why That's why I stated earlier. The ask for the spirit to endure.
yeah.
Not to take it off. You know what I'm saying? When I first fucked my knee up, Lord, I asked you to heal my knee. Now, Lord, just get me through the day.
Right.
That's it. Just get me through the day, Baba Shah. Strengthen my knee for these next couple hours while I'm dropping these funky ass boxes off, and keep it like that. I'll deal with the hurt. That shit still be hurting like a hoe, but I get through the day. you know, that's what you got to do sometimes, man. You gotta suck that shit up, bro. It is what it is.
That elder I'm on the bar. So you really just gotta look at everything like a test. Every little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of problems are put your way because of course the Lord wants you to talk to him and he wants to show you that you depend on him, but a lot of times we pray for the Lord to help us with situations and the resources that you need to get out of that situation is already there. Lord has already put those there, you're just not utilizing them,
Mm-hmm.
so you're going to be stuck in that same predicament day in and day out until you figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, months later. Oh, yeah, nigga, I told you this months ago. Your slow ass. You know what I'm saying?
And
Sometimes, Jake be a little bit slow.
sometimes
Sometimes.
you just got to deal with what it is too.
Yeah.
I think it was Elder Tazwan from Wisconsin said sometimes you pray to the Lord, or brothers even pray to the Lord, and He's not hearing it because you got to go through it for another week. So
Yeah.
it's all in His time. Don't mean don't not
Right. Don't not pray.
you're never praying for healing. No, I'm good. No, you're not.
You're hurt.
You're not fucking good. You were just throwing up in the bathroom. Come on, bro. We know you're sick,
Right.
but Sirach chapter 2 verse 10. Well, no, y'all when I had something, so I can.
No, go ahead, because I thought I had it. Then, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna pull it.
All right. Sirach chapter 2 verse 10. Generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear, was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Yeah. All the men of the Lord, you know, were never forsaken, man. Anybody that called on the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, truth, sincerity, they weren't despised. Now, I ain't gonna answer David this week. I got him next week though. It's never worked like that. It's never worked like that. Okay. What is it? The Most High said, I changed not.
Mm-hmm.
So I would this time, especially as the scripture say, this is going to be the worst time since the beginning of time. Why would it change now? When the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel need the Most High the most, that's when he's just going like, nah, y'all got it. Like, come on, bro.
I make him a liar.
Huh?
I'll make him a liar.
Right, exactly.
He's not a man that should lie.
Why would he bring you in this truth just to ignore you? That doesn't really make any sense.
He would catch you as a nigga.
Right.
Shit.
I got something now.
All right.
Malachi, was that it on that?
Now we damn near getting the whole thing. I think, yeah, we getting the whole thing. So yeah, go ahead. Y'all not, you go ahead.
Oh, me. I think.
Yeah, Con, you good.
This is James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Yep. Blessed is the man that endure temptation. Because another thing too, the scriptures speak about how there's always going to be, you're always going to have a way out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever is put upon you. All right, the Most High is gonna make a way that you can escape it. So, hey, and it's not all. Like I said, it ain't all joyous, and you just gotta be in the mindset of going through that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Enduring that temptation too comes with lust of the flesh, so on and so forth. Keisha at the job, know she got a man. She inviting you over for dinner.
Right.
No, have your stand. You know, keep your dignity. Have your standards. Tell that bitch fuck off. Really shouldn't even be talking to her like that. Honestly,
Right. There's no
you know,
point.
and if it's anything outside of work related. But go ahead. Was that it on that?
That wasn't on that.
All right.
Sirach
Lord,
chapter. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, Lord, you got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me see. I had something dealing with, you know, you basically dealing with endurance, you know. So this is Second Timothy 2. Actually, I got two of them. This is Second Timothy 2, and let me see. Starting at verse 3, it says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier." So I want to go right back up into this word for endure hardness or hardness. I think it runs together. All right, here it goes in the Greek. Salakia.
Strong's G 2553. Herkapatheo. Herkapatheo.
And it says endure hardness, suffer trouble, endure affliction, be afflicted. It says to suffer, endure evils, hardships, troubles, to be afflicted. So, you know, we got to be a soldier, man. What does a soldier go through? You know, and we're in the midst of battle, you
Yep.
know, and so it is. I mean, the war don't stop until either president say so, you know, and hey, and so we're not gonna finish going through this war until Yahweh Shem Yahushua says so. You know, and you have to be proven. Hardness proven. It proves who the fuck you really are. So, you know, each and every day, things are going to get harder to proving you. You know, are you really with me? Because and I want to say this too, real quick. Israel, as a people, we've been fucking up and going off for thousands of years, and now it's the golden opportunity to really prove ourselves to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Though he know who his elect is, this is the prime time to really show that we love our power and care about our power. So in return, the Lord's like, okay, you know, you're gonna have to go through basically similar things that my son went through, and Lord will, hey, we go through that, man, because we're not better than our Lord. You know, certainly not better than his master.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah.
you got something to say out?
No, that was it.
Yeah, that's it for me on that one. Then I had this. I had pulled this at camp. One of my favorite books or verses actually. This is First Corinthians 15, and I start at 55. It says, "O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which giveth us us the victory through our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." So like how the brothers were going into earlier, the Lord's not going to forget your works, man, if you stay in this truth. To be steadfast, unmovable, meaning nothing's going to take you out this truth. You know, you might get hit with I don't want to say a jab. You might get hit with a uppercut to the right, to the left, but you still standing strong for the Lord, man. You're not gonna let nothing take you out this truth. The Lord will, you know.
You adapt to them punches. You got a lot of Jake still getting hit by the damn right hook.
You can't see it. The nigga been throwing it for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You wide open. Now
He's
you can
around
dodge.
at round 8. He's been doing that same move. As soon as the bell ring, he come out.
Walk up.
And your ass just ain't got no defense. You making it through the rounds. Yeah, con, but your fucking eyebrow busted open. You got a nigga with that big ass Q-tip.
Oh my god.
No.
The Vaseline is like, nigga.
The water bottle with the long ass straw.
Yeah.
Right. You know. Yeah, your corner looking at you like this nigga through.
He
You know,
didn't take heed to none of the training.
man.
Damn.
All them times they had the gloves and shit, nigga went like this, he ducked. Now he just getting smacked in the face, bro.
Come on now.
You got you gotta tighten up.
Shit.
I got something.
All right.
Colossians 1:11, strengthened with all might according to his glorious power unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness.
Go ahead. Expound on that.
But I mean, the proof's in the pudding. You know, the Lord's like, you gotta have patience. You're gonna suffer in this thing, and then handle what needs to be done, which is gonna straighten you through the Spirit. You know, you can't just sit there and that like the brother said, you don't want to have that woe is me spirit. Hey, meditate on the positive things of what's to come. Don't always think that the Lord is just going to constantly keep throwing hell on you. And on top of it, there's a balance. You're going to have good days. If you ain't think that you've had good days, man, there's something's wrong with you. You know, you literally trying to force yourself to be down all the damn time. Nah. And it's truth. We're supposed to be looking forward to getting that crown, man. Yeah, there's going to be patches in your walk that you got to deal with, but hey, folks, still focus on what needs to be done. You know.
And you know how people say, "Oh, it's a bad day." I mean, really, with how men are, how we are in today's world, is like one small thing can fuck up your day. Really, when you have the right mindset, really shit. As long as you get through it, you're able to crack a smile or something. Shit, really, your day wasn't bad. It was just bad in that moment, that hour, those 2 hours, that little short moment you went through that. Shit, that's really when it was bad. Really for the rest of the day, it should be really cool. And that's really like the balance that the Lord always talks about. I mean, shit, that's how I look at it, bro.
I got some more.
It's about perspective. Because like you said, one bad thing will make your day shit. But why does one good thing not make your day good?
Yeah, that's right.
Because if you have a shit day, you don't come out like, yeah, one good thing happened, so it was a good day. But if it's one bad thing, it was a terrible day.
Right.
It's all perspective. Gotta think like you always heard niggas in the world say, the glass half full or half empty? And some people they don't care. They say, I don't care which one it is, I'm gonna drink that motherfucker. It don't even matter. One way or another, you're grateful for what's in it.
Right.
I got some more. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3, written down in verse 5. Though therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, no man that worried, entangled himself. Slaki. What was it again? I forgot to pronounce it.
Worried.
Or entangled himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So we're soldiers in this thing, and we got to endure hardness. When you're a soldier in the military and you prepping up in the military, you go through all these type of things, to build yourself up as a better soldier in the military, where this is the Most High's military, and when we go through all these trainings, because that's what people in the military do, they train. We go through these trainings, we got to endure the training, because this is going to help us be a better man of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, all the things that we go through. Stop always constantly fucking thinking that it's an L. You know, this is to help you and benefit you. You could have been having patches in your walk that you didn't realize, but the Lord smacks you upside the head like, hey, fix this so we can move on to the next thing. You know? That's why you got to constantly grow in this thing. You can't just stay in one little level in one little box. You won't grow. You won't get far. You won't make it. As a soldier, you got to constantly go through every battle and try your best to win it. You know?
And then too, you have different phases of training. You know, so really, the Lord's putting us through different different phases of our training. You know, into the ultimate test. You know, which is gonna be Jacob's trouble. You know, JT. You know, so right now we're just going through phases. You know, just like boot camp. You know, the first week you go through this. You know, the second week you go through this. If you don't pass, you know, I forgot how they do it, but basically, if you don't pass, you don't progress. You know, and so you want to, but because basically, you know, when it comes to training, it's a mental thing. So basically, the Lord's getting our mental right for the things that's to come, man. And for these niggas out here, they're not going through that. They're not getting their mental prepared for the things that's getting ready to come. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna fucking break. The Lord's gonna break them. They're gonna be broken from the inside out, from the spirit to their body, man. You know, but for the man of the Lord, they're not gonna be broken and move, man. They're not gonna give in. They're not gonna trust in Esau men. You know.
Yeah, if you don't make it out of boot camp, then they just send your ass back, and you're back as being a civilian.
Yeah.
You know, LDS Rumble did a video on that. You know, we can't afford to have a civilian mindset. You know, going into this war, thinking like a regular ass average nigga on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
That mindset comes with death too. So think about that before you start thinking like Negroes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, but go ahead, Malachi. We'll probably wrap it up once we finish that out.
Sirach 2:11. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
Yep.
Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
Yeah, you faint hearted, you're not gonna be defended in this thing. You know, when you can have a brother get spiritual powers and he damn, Salakia. He gets spiritual powers and he's sent to go get you out of a jam. And the first thing in your head, well, how come I didn't get spiritual powers? Nigga, you just got delivered from a situation.
Right.
That should be enough to show that the Most High is dealing with you. But if you going with that mindset, he's not, you know, man, never mind, drop that nigga off.
Right.
You know, let's go get somebody else that actually believes.
That's why you didn't get him.
Yeah. And that's another reason.
That means you were going to use it for vainglory. That's what you were going to do with it.
That boy's about to go around healing and then saying he did it. Not professing the names of Yahweh Shemal Shai.
Right. The Lord cares about you so much that he didn't put you in that situation because he wants you to make it.
Right.
And he knows that if he gives you certain things, whether it's carnal assets or things within the body, and it's too much for you, either you can't handle it or you're going to become a dickhead. Or whatever the case may be, you're just not built for that specific thing.
Yeah, that's why you rejoice in the lot that's given unto you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try to magnify that. As brothers say, magnify your role in this thing.
Only
You
one
trying
you.
you trying to be, you know, a complete resemblance of another brother that may be you know, on point with the Hebrew or history or so on and so forth. It's good to be well rounded, but if that's not your strength, then it's just not your strength, bro.
Right.
That doesn't mean neglect it. You know, and then shit, tap in because you never know. It's not your strength because you're not studying like how he is.
Yeah.
You put it like that.
You never know until you try.
Yeah, you know, so you walk around, damn, I wish I could be in the history like that. Nigga, you ain't never read it.
It's waiting for you.
No history, you know? Genesis. And that's rough. Okay? That boy know about the flood in Egypt. That's it. I want to know about the nigga didn't read. You know, put the time in and study like how this man did, and maybe the most high, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even gonna be a maybe. The most high is gonna sup with you, man. He's gonna open your mind up to that. And but then even still, you could tap in and get all that, and then that still might not be a thing, but you still know it. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you know, you tried. Shit. But go ahead.
Sirach 2 and 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
Yeah, if you lost patience and fell out, the Lord taking too long. What you gonna do when the Most High send His Son? Besides die. That's the only answer. You know, woe unto you that have lost patience. How in this thing? How can you lose patience, man? Because you have to actually look at it. What else are you going to do? And who else is capable of giving you salvation? When you answer those questions and it makes sense, then you know that's when you can come back to us. But until then, you shit out of luck. We're prisoners of your house shot. We ain't got nothing else.
Jake want the Lord to come back on their time.
Yeah, well,
That's why they lose faith. Because they hoping for, they want a due date. They want to hear, they want to, they may not say it, but in their mind, like, damn, Lord, what day? Like, damn, like.
the irony for niggas that want a day, or the irony of niggas wanting a day, you know, wanting the Lord to tell them a day when he's gonna send his son, but you niggas can't even be obedient.
Right.
You've been disobedient for thousands, for generation upon generation, and you still in your mind somehow fix your thought process of saying or spewing out the madness. Yeah, I want the Most High to tell me when he coming back, as if you're deserving of knowing that.
Right.
Your house shot don't even know, but your funky ass want to know.
Right. It's like you being grounded, you fucking up the whole time, and now you finally grounded. Well, I'm young grounded. Nigga, don't worry about it. I'll let you know. You know, you grounded because you want some fuckery. I'll let you know, but it ain't no time soon.
That thought process is why our people are destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
and will continue to be. At least they repent. Go ahead.
Sirach 2 and 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. That
Keeping the
goes
law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead, sir.
the lost patience. You're wondering why somebody would lose patience because they really don't fear the Lord.
Yeah.
They don't really believe. Because if you believe and you really fear the Lord, then you're not going to question anything he does. And you're not going to, you damn sure not going to demand something from him. Praying is not demanding something from the Lord, is begging the Lord for something. Two completely different things.
Yep.
All you can really do is beg that he speeds up the time. Because the date's already set. The date ain't going to change, but time can go faster.
Yep.
Pray that the Lord speeds up the time. Verse 16, they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law.
Yep.
They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not to the hands of men. As his majesty is, so is his mercy.
Right. And through the Spirit, the elect are the only ones preparing their hearts and humbling their souls, man. You know, we're leaving we're putting everything on Yahweh Shem Ashai. All our money is bet on the Lord. You know, we don't got side bets. Babylon might come up as a side nation. No, you know, Moab might reign too. Ain't on none of that shit.
Right.
All bets are on the nation of Israel running this planet in righteousness. Okay, under Yahweh Shai. You know, and yes, it requires patience, and it requires suffering. But once again, what else are you gonna do? You still, whether you're in the truth or not, you still gonna go to work. You still gonna deal with Eve. I mean, damn, what? You might as well do it for a great cause. I'm just saying. You're gonna deal with all these things regardless of the matter. So you might as well do it in righteousness.
All right.
A nigga's gonna go back to the earth to get the exact same problems and eat bacon.
Mm.
Now your health declining.
More problems.
Right, yeah. You bringing more issues.
Or
Big and heavy and shit. Fuck.
Now you're finished, man. That's how that's how you gotta think, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you had them spirits to come on you, man, I don't want to do this no more. Well, then what you want to do, nigga? Pick. You know, your ass ain't finna go get rich. You not that good. Like, come on, bro. We are great through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, but when you take that away, what are you? Shit.
right.
Mhm.
You know, and the Most High is not finna have you prospering after you lead, you know what I'm saying, lead the truth. You just gonna think that you prospering. Yeah, since I left them guys, I've been getting my money up. Let me get an extra $100 a month.
Hell no.
Now that he ain't tied no more, now he got more money in his pocket. And he wasn't sending shit but $20 anyway.
Hell no.
Come on, man. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say on that, man. You know, Jake be bugged the hell out. Brothers got anything?
No, that's it for me.
John. All right, well, with that, we're going to wrap it up. Lord's with us is edifying to the elect. Before we close, once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Hey, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do well and taught us the truth. Peace, much love, salutation to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Wow.